So we're in for a treat now, Damien. As you can see, the graphic on the screen has changed. We've got the youth final of the Classic. Travis Burr and Sean Kearns. Two players know each other extremely well.
Very, very well. Sean Kearns, of course, been in many a final this year. As, of course, has Travis Burr, who has won every final this year so far.
Yeah, Travis is absolutely ripping it up on the youth scene at the minute. There's no doubt about it. Let's just see what he's got.
He's been absolutely untouchable this year. Although Sean Kearns did try in the Masters final, but in fairness, he just never came close.
Listen, Travis isn't just a youth player. Travis is a player. He's beaten many a senior colleague on the open events of the year.
Yes, he has had the pleasure of having young Carter Gainey commentating in the youth final in the Masters. Carter, no mean dart thrower himself, and also a very, very talented darts journalist at only 15 years of age. But Travis Burr is head and shoulders above anybody in the youth circuit these days.
Just at the minute, he's definitely pushing him. There's Eddie Mullen making an appearance on stage for the guys. Percy, big fan of Eddie there. Calls him out for talking too loud.
Jeez, that wouldn't be like Eddie, would it?
Now, Sean Kearns and Travis. It's hard to look past Travis in this, but Sean will give him the game, Damien.
Oh, no doubt Sean will try his hardest, but personally, I just think Travis will have that wee bit too much.
Travis is a power scorer, a quick thrower. I have mentioned before, sometimes I find he throws too quick when he's getting down to his double, but sometimes it can be a benefit to you. As you've seen in the last game with Denise Cassidy, when she was on a combination finish, job done.
Indeed, Travis is more than capable of taking it big scores like that and big combination finishes. But Sean could surprise everybody. Sean didn't throw to his best of his capabilities in the Masters final. He just kind of let Travis off the hook a wee bit. Sean just don't know his nerves or the fact he's intimidated by Travis's power scoring or whatever, but
obviously there's an added element to this one, Damien. Whoever wins this becomes the youth #1 in Northern Ireland. So you're not just playing for the title of the Classics singles winner, you're also playing to be #1 in the country.
And Sean Kearns just wins the bull there, so he's got the advantage in the darts. So, highly anticipated final this. Expecting a good game here.
55.
So 55 there from Sean to start. So Travis Burr now, power score. Let's see what he can do here. Not the start he was looking for.
42.
No, not the start he was looking for. Sean, both throwers very quick throwers, but Sean's just a little more settled. Travis got a very unique stance. You can see the trailing arm always stays right down to the side and almost goes round the back for the last throw. He's almost feeling his back pocket, just making sure that Sean isn't trying to take his phone.
I don't think Sean more interested in darts than Travis' phone at the minute. Good solid 60 there from Sean. Very impressive start here by Sean. 55, 160. Whereas Travis hasn't really started like the way he usually starts these finals. Usually he starts like a train. You just can't touch him. But
he can build himself into it, Damien, as you and I
know.
know.
Oh, you can, but Sean started very well here. Very impressed with Sean so far.
Yeah, very composed. Travis switching down, finding the treble. Sean with a 189.
Yeah, a bit of a miscount there from the caller.
44.
So 44 there from Sean, leaves him on 145, which is be a tough finish. Needs at least two trebles to get it.
Having a laugh there on YouTube asking who's in the men's final. Well, luckily today there's 3 men's finals.
So you can have your pick of finals. So a 97 there from Sean. Good flees, a good solid finish of 98 or 48 there.
Again, Travis finding the treble, putting pressure on. Here we go. There we go. Well done, Sean Kearns. Goes 1-0 up.
Very confident finish there from Sean Kearns, and he's got a leg on the board, which is 1 leg more than he got in the final of the Masters. So that'll please him, no doubt.
No, this is more like Travis.
140.
So Travis starts the way he usually starts these finals. But Sean's in there as well.
81.
It's unlucky.
That's unlucky there, Sean. Good answer, but
And Travis again,
60.
staying up top.
that's a good solid 60 there. The compliment the 140 he scored in the last visit. So Sean
36.
will be thinking to himself, if he can steal this leg off Travis, it'll be a great boost for him. But if he doesn't, he knows he still has the darts to go 2-1 up in the next leg.
42.
Unfortunate deflection there from Sean.
40.
So only a 40 there from Sean. Still way back in this leg. So Travis just composed himself here as he just lines up to throw his first dart.
99.
Good solid 99 there, leaves a finish of
Good
160
visit
when
there.
returns.
Now Sean back in the treble. Look at this. That's better darts, Damien.
40.
That's
On 60.
very, very impressive there from Sean Kearns. But Travis, he's already 18s there, which I'm surprised about. So 63 there from Travis, leaves 97.
Yeah, leaving a 2 dart outshot again. Good
Yes.
count.
60.
Good thinking there from Travis. So,
It's an 84 lead for Sean though.
so back down to 19s. A good last dart.
It's a great last dart.
Good last dart, leave 20 when he returns. So,
Sean just outside there with the first dart. Look at that.
100 and
Tremendous starts there from Sean Kearns.
120 scored.
brilliant dart, Sean Kearns. Since he counted that, and the speed he throws the darts was just very impressive. But puff of cheeks there from Travis, and he nails that first dart. So we're 1 each here.
Sean
And-
just composing himself. Similar averages. Sean scoring well.
And so far,
58.
it's been a cracking youth final, this.
Absolutely has. It's thrown at a ferocious pace. You know, and that's something that you find with youth darts. They don't concentrate on how they throw because they throw so often now and they practice so much. Their throw's rhythmic. It's
Yeah.
with them. They have their throw, and that's just it. It's more about positioning of their arm.
40.
It's good darts from Sean Kearns.
But sure, whenever we were young, we didn't really have a great position. We just wanted to score 180.
That's it. I'm still trying to score 180.
You scored a few in your time now. So at 140 there to follow up. Sean's 140. So
95.
There's a good visit there from Sean.
this is a brilliant game so far.
Yeah, it's good thinking from both throwers. They're both going down the 19s for 133, leave 170.
58.
At 303, these guys are counting for finishing from 303. Damien, you don't see it too often at any level.
Well,
60.
these youths, like, they know they can make a serious career out of darts. They've got probably and Travis certainly has got the best people behind him to ensure that he'll make a living from darts. And who's to say that he won't? He's got the game for it.
Sean's just left 48 there, so 105 for Travis. Let's see, he's going downstairs. Alright, he's going quick there for me.
49. Sorry.
So 48 from Sean. He turned out the last time.
There it is.
And he turned it again, different way, but same result. He takes a 2-1 lead in this youth final. This has been a very, very good game so far.
Absolutely brilliant. What a youth final we have here. This is top quality. There's no doubt about it.
31.
Oh, 31 there from Travis. So the door slightly open here from Sean, and he's straight through it.
Yeah, well, that's the mark of any good dart thrower, to jump all over a bad score from your opponent.
That was brilliant dart there for Sean
You
Kearns.
hear Jeff Wiley in the background there cheering on Sean Kearns. It's great to see that the old hands at darts cheering on the youth. They're enjoying watching it, Damien,
55.
As we are.
as we are.
This is a
indeed.
good last dart there from Sean Kearns. He is
Big shout out to our YouTube watchers. Almost 100 is online there watching at one time. Don't forget to subscribe while you're on the channel. Hit subscribe, you'll get a notification every time we go live. Sean Kearns is throwing some darts here, Damien.
87.
He's fighting the treble at
This
least once
is a-
every visit.
this is a different player from last time I seen Sean play.
Travis just settling down there. You can see that he's just
seems like
taking stock. I like to see that. That's brilliant.
it's like the nerves seen as kind of transfer from Sean into Travis this game.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It has slightly, but what you've noticed there from Travis is that he slowed himself right down and took a bit of stock. I mean, how many players do that? And at his age to do that.
And a great 140 there to leave 36 against the darts. Sean Kearns has just been transformed in this final.
He's running on confidence here.
So
there's no doubt about it. And look at that.
a double finish there from Sean.
And how quickly he counted that transferred over to me. And I'd be taking 10, not one step back, I'd be taking 10 steps back to count that.
You were taking a count. You're right to count that.
You can see in the averages here, Sean Kearns is scoring very heavily, Damien.
Sean, just as the Sean Kearns we all know, but the Sean Kearns from this final against the Sean Kearns against the Masters final, it's just different. Just two different people.
Again, every game you play in darts is a life lesson.
Every game's different, I know, like, but this is
just. There's another 140.
This is like a.
I've lost count of the amount of 140s that have been hit in this final, Damien.
This is just a brilliant performance here for Sean Kearns against Travis Burr of all people. Travis Burr has won everything this year so far, and yet Sean Kearns has come up and given him a lesson here.
Well, Adrian McElvanna, I totally agree with you. It's a great game, great young talent.
Just want to show you that
Travis is sort of, he's taking his time there. He's gone down off the stage. He's taking a moment to himself there. I'd like to see that. Sean Kearns, head down, hasn't looked at him, and straight back to the board. Let's see what he does. Look at this. Damien, this is incredible.
This is brilliant from Sean Kearns. He's a man on a total mission here. He wants to win this. He was at number one. Sign of frustration there from Travis Burr.
Now 115.
Oh, that's unlucky there from Sean. So down there.
Oh, that's good.
75 score leaves tops.
Good thinking. Now, you can see Glenn Porter, you're right. The future of darts is in great hands with these two throwers. Now,
Not just
Sean
these two throwers,
Kearns.
got the likes of Carter Gainey.
He's gone low. There it is. Sean Kearns has handed out what can only be called a lesson to Travis Burr. Travis disappointed with how he's thrown. You can see he's disappointed. But Sean Kearns was absolutely, truly, undeniably
That was a brilliant performance there from Sean Kearns. Hopefully we'll get a word from him soon. But Mihal, brilliant performance there.
Well, there we are. I said I'd lost count. 9-140, 6 of them to Sean. His power scoring was absolutely incredible there. There's no doubt about it. You just take a look at this, best leg, 14 darts. Absolutely top quality, folks. You can see it. Started off like a house on fire and kept going the whole way through, did young Sean. 3-ton pluses, 6 140 pluses. I mean, Travis didn't do himself any injustices there either, but absolutely incredible darts. And we're going to be joined now, I think, by Sean Kearns. So this will be interesting. Sean's just joining us now in the commentary booth. Have a seat there, Sean. Sit down. Now he's just coming off the stage. How do you feel? Brilliant, yeah. Just hold the mic up to your mouth there. That's you now. So, number one youth player in Northern Ireland after that win. What does that make you feel like?
Unreal. I played well in that final,
Did you take anything from the last final you played against Travis there that you didn't maybe play your best game?
Didn't get going at all. But I know I'm good enough to win against him. So I used the last final to help me in this one.
Brilliant, and it really showed your scoring. I mean, you hit six 140s, 4-ton pluses in 5 legs of darts. I mean, anybody that's pumping in them scores is going to be able to shout to win it.
Yeah.
And your doubling was absolutely fantastic. You had 36. Good. You hit double 4.
Yeah.
And you didn't even blink. You just moved straight across. You hit double 14. I was actually saying to Damien here in the commentary booth, take me a week to count it. Your count is phenomenal.
It's good. It's always been good. My counting, it helps you because if you get out of rhythm, your count needs to be good, or else you'll just get out of your rhythm.
Do you find your rhythm is the most important thing for you?
It's important, because if you have to stop and see what you're on, it takes you out of your rhythm.
So, where do you go from here after winning the Classic? What's next?
Hopefully, over in England for the Masters and World Championships, do well there. Hopefully.
get a good run. Well, on
Yeah.
that sort of form, you're going to have a great run. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely,
Yeah.
and we'll all be here from McAvoy Darts cheering you on
Thank
because
you. Yeah.
absolutely tremendous. All the guys online on YouTube saying what a game of darts. The future of darts is in great hands. You know, we've had over 100 people watching live, and we'll have thousands of people watch out over the next few days.
Yeah.
They'll be seeing the talent. Unfortunately, you're not going to be a hidden talent too much longer, Sean.
Yeah.
People know what you're capable of. So
yeah.
well done again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say to anybody before you go?
Nah, nothing really.
No, too embarrassed. Sean,
thank you.
congratulations and well done. All right. There we are, folks. Sean Kearns, straight from the stage. What a pleasure it was to talk to him. An absolute winner there.